Smoke alarmed the 1903 theatre before anyone heard the first accusation. People umbrellaed the aisle with programs, phones out, whispering names they wouldn't say aloud the week before. By the time the house lights rose, the betrayer was already counting his steps to the exit. The sun had fallen behind Bearskin Neck, turning Rockport Harbour the colour of tarnished brass. I stood by the left proscenium pillar, the one with a hairline crack zigzagging through the plaster like a fine signature, and watched the small-town pageant unravel. We'd gathered to celebrate the restoration of the Lyric House, a 1903 theatre whose balcony held 83 seats and a century of dust. A month earlier, you could smell salt and mildew the second you crossed the threshold at 19 Main Street. Tonight we were supposed to christen the roof trusses, pass around sparkling cider in paper cups, and applaud the city's bold vision. Instead, the fire alarm coughed to life with 3 short pulses that felt like a lie-sharp, insistent, a bureaucrat's knock. The ushers in black t-shirts hadn't even learned where the panel was. It screeched until someone later, I learned it was Mr. Nils Anderson. A retired boat builder with hands like driftwood found the reset key. The sound died, but the mood didn't recover. People clustered in knots, and I saw him. The city's Director of Arts and Community Development, the man I'd once introduced to my parents as the brain that saved our theatre, counting his steps to the side door like an accountant closing a ledger. Before I tell you what he did to us, I should admit the worst thing I believed about him at the start, that careful men are safe containers for your hope. His name, no, you don't need it. On Reddit we anonymize, and he doesn't deserve the satisfaction of a headline anyway. He was the city official in a navy blazer that never wrinkled, mid-40s, a runner who logged his miles in an app with German precision and posted foggy harbour photos captioned with trite lines from Rilke. He had an undergraduate degree from the University of Manchester and loved saying back across the pond, with the grin of a man who thinks he invented ponds. He knew local donors by their favourite wine, local artists by their last grant rejection, and city councillors by which side they parked on during snow bans. If you caught him at the end of a meeting, he'd press your elbow with a conspirator's warmth and say, "We're going to do this right, don't worry." At first, I thought the elbow press meant kindness. Later, I learned it was his way of moving people where he wanted them. I met him on March 9, 2023, at the Rockport Planning Board office, 31 Broadway, 2nd floor, room 204, the one with the copy machine that prints diagonally. I was there on behalf of Harbour Lantern Collective, a volunteer group I helped start with a ceramicist from Gloucester named Quinn, an Italian-born lighting designer named Julia, and a carpenter's apprentice named Ben who could frame a stage in a weekend. We wanted to restore the Lyric House as a community space for film, poetry, and small theatre. He wanted it too, or so he said. He spoke like an ally, listened like a therapist, and juggled his calendar like an airline. Our red flags arrived wrapped in compliments. He praised us in emails that ended with cheers and then asked for small favours. Could we use our social accounts to soften resistance from abutters on Atlantic Avenue? Could we attend a Tuesday night finance subcommittee meeting to show community enthusiasm? Could we submit a pro forma budget for the first 6 months to help you help us help you? His words? We did it all. Full story in the channel below.